guys, I'm Jayce. Welcome back to Farmstead Forge. Today I thought I would do a walk around of a coke forge or coal forge that I built probably over 10 years ago that was very budget friendly. Now it's kind of a Frankenstein looking thing, so don't bash me too bad because I used what I had and we'll get into that. I'll probably just run out the skid steer and grab it quick because we have a lovely little 50-mile-an-hour wind today, so it'll be impossible to hear me talk about it outside, and I'll probably tell you why I just haven't used it for a while. Alright, so this is the Farmstead Forge. I used a old brake rotor and I got that. I got two of them for free that were the same, figuring if I burned one out I'd just plop the other one in here. And basically I raided junk piles, so the only thing I bought from what I remember is these two pipe fittings. So really I probably got $5 into this thing. 20 if you figure gas back then. That's not happening today. I don't have this bolted down. Stay. Good blower. Alright. My little clinker breaker was just some 1/2-inch square stock that I stacked together and welded, put in there, and it's held up pretty good. I took this forge out of my shop probably 5 years ago because I sub-ceilinged my shop and just never got it back in. Now I have some pretty nice old coke forges that I will probably plumb into the new shop. But so the lever for my clinker breaker is just right here. And then I used an old furnace blower motor off of a old diesel burner furnace, and it blew a little too hard, so but I used coke a lot, so I kind of needed the airflow, but I just would either switch it off or I made this little control gate that I could control my my airflow, and you can see it just fits the pipe, so the less I wanted, the more I could open and shut that. And yeah, you can see it's just all old junk that I drug out of the junk pile. Got my little ash dump there. Oh, some junk in there. Probably mouse nest. Had a little rack for hanging my tongs. This I was always going to take and cut down a little bit so I could shove a longer piece straight across. And that's actually a tailgate off of an old baler, a little square baler. And then the hood I was always going to cut up just a little bit, take this lip off. This was just some old junk that I had found laying around. This is actually part of an old toolbox. So as you can see, when I built this thing, I was 20 with no money. So, but yeah, I would have opened that up a little bit. But some guys might say that this needs to be taller to draft, and if you're living somewhere where it's calm, you might need that, but here, it's never calm, so actually, you have more problem with just so much draft with wood stoves. They won't shut down. And actually, I used to have this right by my wood stove. And when I'd rebuild hoof knives, I'd set them here so the epoxy would dry, and if I had a loose paper towel, sometimes I'd set it beside, when it was cool, of course. And one time it was really blowing, I set a paper towel about here and just boom, sucked right up the chimney, so it had plenty of draft that way. My cross braces were just some old 1/2-inch, 1/4-inch rod that were actually out of wood granaries back in the day when they used to have the wood granaries tied together for strength. The only bad part about it is the pot's pretty big and deep, so you did probably waste a lot of coke in this thing, just kind of burning it up. And a lot of guys say you gotta line them with you know, cement or whatever, and that would help because you could make a shape in there, and that would help take up some room. I wasn't really worried about burning the pot out because I had another one to replace it someday if I ever did. And two, if you're burning pots up that fast, you're not managing your fire right, in my opinion. So. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, this quick look at my old coal forge. My kind of a Frankenstein thing, but if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will do the best to answer. Like I said, it's been probably 5 years since I used this, but I used it really heavy for 5 years and it held up and worked just fine. So just raising a family, it became pretty easy to hit the old quarter crank on my gas forge, but I'm gonna pull an antique one back in this new shop soon. So anyway, keep it simple, and we'll see you guys in the next one. You guys want to see a sneak peek of some cool stuff I just got?